Hi, I'm Monica Erbacher, and I'm an assistant professor in the Assessment and Measurement Doctoral Program in Graduate Psychology at James Madison University, or JMU. And I'd like to talk a little bit about how financial support and graduate assistantships work in our doctoral program. And financial support is a crucial component to consider when you're examining graduate programs, and specifically there are three things that you'll want to pay particular attention to. Number one is, how many years does funding typically last for a student in the program? Number two is funding awarded for an entire 12-month year, including summer, or is funding typically only provided during the academic year, not including summer? And keep in mind that summer funding allows you more time for scholarship, for research, for publishing, and less time and stress spent trying to find financial support over the summer, like a summer job that may or may not be relevant to your desired career. Finally, the last question is, are the tasks and duties required to keep the funding provided to you relevant to your graduate and professional career goals? And the Assessment and Measurement Program at JMU offers strong funding support. We have an excellent record of funding doctoral students for the entire duration of their program, which is typically 3 years, and that includes paying tuition and providing a stipend to live on. This support totals over $40,000 per year for each out-of-state doctoral student, or in other words, over $120,000 for each student over their 3 years in the Assessment and Measurement Doctoral Program. We also have an excellent record of funding doctoral students on a 12-month cycle, meaning students receive support during summers and do not have to seek additional jobs. And that said, many doctoral students opt to pursue paid internships instead of using their summer funding in order to gain more applied experience. And this also allows them to make connections and network in their field of interest, and to determine which types of jobs they would most enjoy as a career. And of course, we encourage students to seek out these beneficial opportunities. And last, the graduate assistantship duties and experiences associated with the funding we provide our students is directly relevant to the positions our graduate students tend to accept as professionals. Most of the students are funded by the Center for Assessment and Research Studies, which is known as CARS. And students in these positions consult with JMU faculty and student affairs clients. They develop measurement instruments, they analyze data, and they write and present reports. And sometimes these assistantship projects also lead to research projects as well. When students first start their assistantships, many of them do not yet possess the skills and knowledge to complete all of those tasks that I just mentioned, because they're just starting to take the courses that cover those knowledge areas. So to help students gain competence, the faculty are very careful with assigning projects that are simpler at first and become more and more complex as students develop their skills. Within a year, most students are leading important projects at JMU, which looks excellent on your vita. So to summarize, these assistantships allow you to hone skills learned in classes, all of which are directly applicable to careers in the field. And in fact, many students have commented to us that they have learned just as much in the assistantships as they did in classes. One additional important point I want to mention is that the majority of faculty in the Assessment and Measurement PhD program also work in CARS, the same place where students have their assistantships. So for example, in addition to being an assistant professor in the Assessment and Measurement Program, I'm also an assistant assessment specialist in CARS and get to supervise some of those graduate assistants. This further solidifies an integration between your academic and your applied work. And in fact, many students and faculty end up partnering up to present work completed during assistantships at national conferences. So in addition to complementing coursework, graduate assistantships often complement scholarship as well. So thank you very much for watching this video about funding and graduate assistantships in our Assessment and Measurement PhD program. And please feel free to watch any of the other videos we've created with more information about the program. And/or, of course, visit our website at www.psychpsyc.jmu.edu/assessment.